So how did all my sites do in August of 2023? A couple of them were hit a little bit by a recent Google Core update, not too bad, and we sold our biggest site, one that we purchased a couple years ago for $10,000, and we sold it for almost triple that. So let's get into it. So the first site performed about the same, 0.44% increase in growth. The Search Console, you can see over the last 16 months, it's been pretty steady from where it's been. This site used to do a lot better, but it's holding steady where it's at now. Brings in a little bit of money each month still. So last month it brought in $229.49. Our next site had massive growth, 190%, which is pretty good. A lot of this might be from Flippa though, because I did list this site on Flippa. Unfortunately, it didn't get the bid that I was hoping for. I guess I'm just gonna hold on to this site. I looked back on it to see how much I had spent on this site, and I actually spent almost $4,000 on content. So this site, I would say, was probably a failure, which it's good that some of my other sites did good, because that's the thing with business. You invest into it, and sometimes you have good results and sometimes you have bad ones. And this investment here was a bad one, unfortunately. Spent around $4,000. It's made a few $100 total. Yeah, I think my bid on Flippa got up to around $500. So for that, it's not really worth selling, so I'll just hold on to it. But you can see this site has been hit pretty hard by some algorithms. It hasn't recovered yet, so I'll just hold on to this site and hopefully one day it recovers. But if not, it'll just sit there. I ain't gonna sell it for a few $100. Last month, the site earned $25. Next site is the site that I bought from Carl a while back, and it had a 5% increase in traffic. You can see the last 16 months on this one. This one was also hit by an algorithm, unfortunately. It goes up and down like crazy. Down here it was the lowest point, but it seems to have gone up slightly, so that's good. At least the site is not completely dead and is still earning a little bit of money, and last month it earned $26.06. I would say this was another investment that was a failure on my part, but like I said, you win some and you lose some. This website here is tortoisecashflow.com. I don't really have many articles on here. People usually just come when they watch my YouTube videos, check it out. So this is the last 16 months there, and this site earned $1.64. So I don't really do anything with that site. I will probably do something with it in the future, but for now it's just there. Next site is a site that I bought a little while ago for about $1,400. This one I would say is around break even at this point. It's down 8% for the month. You can see this one was also kind of hit by an algorithm. I think it was still a good investment. It earns decent money, and I only spent around $1,400, I think, maybe two grand on it. And last month it made $38. I think this site is almost break even. Not an amazing investment, but not a bad one. Next site is just my gaming website. I have a YouTube channel where I play a specific video game. I haven't really played in a while, haven't done anything with this site. This is the last 16 months with Google Search Console. Not really much to report on that site, and it made a grand total of 34 cents. This is my Otis age case study site. It had 14,000 page views. Not too bad. The only problem with this site is the niche it's in. I didn't realize before I picked it. It has a really low EPMV. I think it because it's related to technology, so that's probably why the EPMV is so low. It continues to grow. I haven't really done anything to this site in a while. It does look like it might have been hit slightly by the recent update. It seems to be recovering, which is good. Last month it made $28.01. This is the big site that I bought a couple years ago for $10,000, and that's why there's a big dip right here, is because that's where I sold it, and the new owner must have put it on their own account, so it stopped tracking it. It had 39,000 page views from what I saw, and I don't have access to the Google Search Console anymore, but last month I sold the site for $30,000, and before it sold it made another $712.20. So that's why the total profit for last month was $30,712.20. So I would say that was an amazing investment and a huge win, which is really great because it makes up for a few of the losses from my other investments. Really happy about that one. The only downside now is that my monthly income is now only going to be maybe $500 from my websites and a few hundred from my other sources of income, so I'm down to maybe $1,000 a month. I'm working on a few things, trying to grow that revenue back up. It's going to be down for a little while. And the next site is another site I purchased for around $1,000. It is up 13%. Got 10,000 page views last month, though it does look like it continues to crash. And right here was the algorithm update, so it does look like it was hit by the algorithm, but it does seem like it's starting to recover a little bit. Hopefully it continues to recover, because this site does really good in the cold season, and we're getting close to the cold season now. I'm really hoping that this site starts performing. I think last year it made around $300 to $400 a month during its peak season, and right now it's making around $90. That's what it made last month. I'd like to see it come back up this year. The next site is another site that I purchased. It is up 8%. The owner is supposed to be adding more content. I believe they added a few articles so far. They're supposed to add 60. It has 40 articles, and this one was also hit by the algorithm, which really sucks, but it does seem like it's trying to recover a little bit. Keep my eye on that one. And last month the site made $35.07. My last site is my ChatGPT site. I create all the content with ChatGPT. I edit it a lot. I don't just copy and paste what it puts out. I edit it a lot, which is why it performs well. It is up 220% and had 3,383 page views last month, and it only has around 16 or 17 articles. However, you can see that the site was affected a little bit by the algorithm, which really stinks. The site took off really quickly. It was growing really fast. It had one article that was performing really well, and that article lost some of its rankings. It went from ranking 1 down to, I think, 3 or 4, and that article was bringing in a large chunk of the traffic, over half of the traffic, so that's why there was a big dip. But it seems to be holding strong around this point, and I just need to add more content to it. Last month that site made $33.57. So this is my SERP tracker for my AI website, and you can see the content is still ranking pretty decent. A lot of articles on page 1. So this one right here was my best performing article, and it does seem like it's coming back up. It was down to around rank 4 at one point, and now it's back to rank 2, it looks like. And you can see how much traffic this one brings in, 1,600. So this one did bring in a lot of the traffic. Hopefully I can maintain this ranking. I also wrote an ebook that relates with this topic, and this site sold 3 copies of that ebook. I really want to keep this keyword. There are a few that have decreased a little bit. Some of them that were rank 11, rank 9 are right now rank 20. So we have lost some of the rankings, but hopefully over time the rankings will come back up. And if you are interested in me creating content for your websites using a similar method as what I was just showing you, you can see that my content does rank, so it is a valuable service. And right now I offer 3 cents per word at my lowest package. Medium package is 2 cents per word, and my premium package is 1 cent per word. I am going on vacation at the end of this week, and I'll be gone for 3 weeks. So that's why I currently have it set at 30 days, but that will change once I come back. Now I'll just show you the proof of income. Amazon Associates, last month, August, I made $84.16. With AdSense, we made $148.47. With Fiverr, I made around $250. You can see all my orders here. And where I made the bulk of my money, Ezoic, I made a total of $1,017.50. And if you're interested in me gathering some keywords for you so you can write content for your website using the keywords that I provide, you can get 5 keywords for $25, 25 keywords for $100, or 50 keywords for $150. Again, my current time frame is 30 days for each package, but that will be switched back to just a few days when I get back from my trip. If you order this service with my content creation service, you can pretty much have your website on autopilot. So now let's see the total profit for this month. So adding everything up from my websites plus my YouTube channel and all that, we made a total of $31,950.09. If we don't include the sale of the website, our total profit was $2,370.09. And if we subtract the fees from the income minus the sale of the website, our total profit for last month was $1,950.09. Like I said, next month we won't have the income from the other website. This monthly income is probably going to be somewhere around $500 to $1,000. So I really need to work on growing my sites, growing my YouTube channels, and everything else that I'm working on, and hopefully we can get our monthly income back up. Again, links in the description for everything I mentioned in this video. If you want to use my keyword service, my content creation service, anything like that, Links in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.